Alright, I'm back in the driveway and the work continues, so I'll flip you around and show you this bush I'm going to take down today. Here we go. So we've uncovered so far, starting from here, you can see it in previous videos, all this driveway to the right hand side has been uncovered. That was under soil, and I'm just going to continue along this boundary. I'll neaten up this boundary a bit more later, but it's this bush that's going to be taken out today. And above here is a nice rose. I actually got video from last year, private video, that showed it was a nice pink colour. So we'll trim that back anyway. Ultimately it might be rescued from where it is inside those bushes. And then if we see up here, there's this huge tree which was only meant to be a bush, but it's just been let go for 20 years, I'd say at least, and is damaging the house, so that will have to be trimmed back and come down. So check it out. Right, so it's interesting seeing the origins of this garden. So I've knocked it back. This is the line still, so I'll show you where these bushes originated. So all the way back there at my fingertip, just in there, so we're still quite far out. And it's a choicea there, it's Mexican orange, beautiful smelling thing when they're cut. But this bush above it has completely swamped it, and it's come out toward me into the driveway to try and survive. Its leggy branches as a result have also fallen down on the floor and rerouted where they can, and so we're left with an absolute mess compared to what was originally intended for the planting and for the bush. Even that is a leggy outcrop. So I'm going to clear a lot of this up. It's going to reveal where it's all rooted, and then I'm going to pull that out as well. I'm going to get the loppers out then and cut back some of these thicker branches, because the hedge cutters won't go through some of this. In fact, they're quite thick indeed. So we have a look in there, further up there, if you can believe it, is where it all begins. So a lot more clearing to do, and I'll put you on a tripod to have a look. In here. Pretty thick branch. Chop that up a little bit. There's not too much room in the bag. had thought there would be the opportunity to take some root cuttings from all this stuff that's laid itself down, but there's not really much opportunity. The stuff that has laid itself down doesn't have much root, and it's just very thick stemmed. This one has a bit of root on it. That's the most root I've pulled up so far, so it could be cut somewhere down here and see if that'll regrow in the garden. So we made a bit more space under there now. I'll just continue to tidy up this pile of stuff, and then there's a lot of debris on the floor, like I found before: soil, leaves, and then whatever else is growing in between. Bits of litter. I've cleared away all the bush, and you can see here that we've still got these geraniums actually, perennial geraniums, just grown over the path, and there's quite a lot of soil to remove still and just put onto the beds. That won't take too long. And there we've got it. I think that's the line of the driveway, and in there was where the bush was originally planted. So you can see that this bush above it now needs a pretty serious chop back as well. And then as this is all cleared away, it'll leave me to be able to then focus on this tree, which is a big one. That'll take quite a few ton bags and chop backs, I think. And in there there's going to be quite a lot of debris still, and leggy bushes to clear, and soil that's just grown over the driveway. So I'll take out all this soil and then show you what we're left with. Okay, so this was the original bit here that we cleared, and then you can see where this was there, we could see that, but anything inwards from there is now recovered. So I've got a little bit of chopping back from these geraniums where they're just popping over the line, but this is actually where the edge of the pavers are. So we look above, we've still got a little bit of hedge to chop back now that we know where we're going back to. And once I've chopped above, I can go back to a bit more below, because really you want to be a couple of feet in, away from any borders. And then couldn't quite get in there. There's still a lot of debris and clearing to do in there. It's probably going to be quite surprising how much more space we get, but this tree is an absolute monster. Should never have been there, causing damage to these two windows and to the tiles here. You can see a gap up in the corner. Lost a few tiles, so that needs to go. And I'll just start on this hedge, one job at a time, one step at a time. Okay, so we're well into this bush now. We've completely exposed the choicea. So that's where it originally lived. And then behind it is an almighty rose. You see that darker stem? Huge. And this green stem here is a new shoot that's gone straight up. So plenty of new growth on this very, very old rose. So that's encouraging, but I will be cutting quite a lot of it out to rescue it from the bush above. And this is where I need to be quite sensitive toward the neighbours as well, because even though, God, it looks like it looks like it's right on the boundary. You can see can you see it? There's a bit of concrete there and a fence just in there, and it's just on their side of the boundary. But there's another one that's on my side, another one on my side where it's just, it looks like it's just grown out. It looks like it started off over there and it's grown all the way out here just by suckering itself out, layering itself down and multiplying. And then we've got an ivy which is on the border of our two gardens as well. In fact, no, it's just over on their side, so yeah, it'll be interesting working out the boundaries here. So I'll have to be quite sensitive now. Might just consult them actually and then see about sort of chopping stuff back. Okay, I'll tidy all this up and keep you up to date. Alright, I'll show you the result. So it's turning out to be a very nice sunny day, and we can look past the shade line. This is where it started. I'd say pretty much all of this over this side, 1, 2, 3, 4 paving slabs wide, has been recovered, and we've got ourselves a new parking space, so that's fantastic. And then this tree to come, so that'll be a challenge for tomorrow. But there it is, over and out.